Hello, hello, my beautiful tribe. Welcome back to Ask Coach V. So excited to be here, your Master Coach V and Super Coach Ivon. Hello, Coach.
Hey, Coach, and hey, everybody. Welcome to another great episode. It's going to be a good one.
A great one. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because I'm ready for your questions. And as you know, he asked me questions that you guys have and are wondering about, so I can help you with some insights and information. Right, Coach?
Yeah, exactly. So for you guys that have seen this before, you know the deal. Anyone catching it for the first time, I listen, I look, I search, I see what agents are talking about, asking each other, and I bring those questions here so we can hear the take from a veteran agent, veteran coach that's been there, done that, and helped a lot of people do it. So a great opportunity for us to get some insight, for us to hear what she would do in that situation, and maybe you can apply some of that to yourself. So let's get right into the first question. I have two questions, one a little more businessy, one a little more self-management-y, but both very related to real estate. And I'm sure you guys have all had similar questions. So let's start with the first one. I'll just go ahead and read it. I have it saved here. So what do you do to stand out on a listing appointment to a potential new client? So again, this question, we could take it a lot of ways, right? So maybe just share, what are some things you think are really important to make sure that you stand out, that you're not just any other agent talking to that person?
I can appreciate that. Well, that will come down right to unique value proposition, right? So ask yourself, what would make me look different? How can I separate myself and bring a degree of separation? So I would say right away, your confidence is huge because what the client wants, Coach, what the client wants?
They want to trust you.
They want to trust you. And if you sound weak, hesitant, timid, unsure, you're already lost. So confidence is super important. And then how about your marketing machine? I mean, this is the world of the internet, right? Of videos, of drones. Are you going to wow them with your marketing machine? Can you really explain and display your marketing? So these are the two things I believe is so important. And now come down to unique selling proposition. Would you agree, Coach?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a really good point there with, your marketing machine, because at this point, everyone is doing some of those similar things in the marketing machine, right? So and when we say marketing machine, guys, we're talking about everything you do to market a listing from start until, you sell it. So it could be, the drone videos you're going to do, the video tours, the open houses, the pictures, the whatever. But
your lives,
the thing is, how can you translate that list of what you're going to do into value to the person that you're talking to? Like, how do you paint that picture to them that, look, this is going to get you the most money in the bank because I'm going to do this stuff specifically for you? I think that's where some agents struggle.
Exactly. This is such a great point, Coach, because it's very easy to show, but you see, you don't get paid for showing. Anybody can show a brochure. You get paid for articulating and displaying your expertise. So instead of saying, well, this is what my marketing machine is all about, tell them a story, paint the picture, what a drone picture would do. When you go live on all your platforms and you talk to thousands of people and you do a TikTok video and you display their home, that's what the seller wants to hear. So the seller today, the word is marketing, right? Everybody, what are you going to do for me? So you speak that, you display your marketing power, your machine, but with a story, with really painting the vision. You see, Mr. Seller, let me ask you this. Has anybody ever explained to you what staging means? Let me show here the pictures, what a home before and after stage. And then you tell a story. Let me ask you this. Have you ever seen a video on internet that has a drone? How did you feel about that? You see, you got to engage them and help them to see the picture. Does this make sense, Coach?
Yeah, it makes sense, right? You got to help them see, why is this impactful to me? Now, you said something earlier, unique value proposition. Let's go back to that a little bit, because I think that's a cool topic. And maybe some people are like, wait, what do you mean by that? So when you say, a unique value proposition, what do you mean specifically?
Great question. And many people call UVP, other people call you USP, right? Unique selling proposition. What differentiates you from other people? What makes you different? What is the value that you bring to the table, right? And it's funny because I just did a live on my Facebook page, The Waters of Real Estate, just about 10 minutes ago. And I was saying that value is what makes the difference in result. Values that make the difference. So when you are able, coach, to stack the gold and display, explain, and show your value in terms, for example, in a listing presentation, right? One of your unique selling proposition might be, John and Mary, let me explain this to you guys. Let me show here my track record. As you can see here, my home sells 2 times fast than any other agent, or maybe 3 times. So what makes you difference? Maybe you are staging the home, and maybe you are staging, maybe like not only staging, but like doing the repairs, and you have a concierge.
So I think it's important for us to remember here.
Yeah.
Get creative with your unique value proposition of what you do that other agents don't. What do you provide? What is part of your experience? What is part of your results? Do you sell more homes in this area than other agents? Do your homes sell for a percentage higher in price than other agents? Do you provide a service that other agents don't? Do you help them to have a concierge experience where you provide vendors and you provide this and you help whatever it might be? Make sure you have something that, hey, I do this. This isn't the norm, but I'll do this for you, right?
Exactly. Because otherwise, you see, in absence of value, everything becomes a problem. Commission becomes a problem. Signature becomes a problem. Pricing, right? And the thing is, do you know your value? Actually, I was doing this, coach. I was even showing this on my group. So you see here, they say clarity. Clarity is the beginning of transformation and the mother of mastery. So I would say for all of you guys that are wondering about your unique selling proposition or unique value proposition, write it down. What do I bring to the table in terms of marketing? What am I bringing to the table in terms of skills? Do I negotiate at high level? Tell them experience and a story about how you negotiate a sale at such a high level that, they are dying to work with you. And then, of course, show your track record and what is in your marketing machine, going back to the marketing machine, what's in your marketing machine that will show the differentiation, your degree of separation. Does this make sense?
Yeah, it makes total sense. And I think it's worth mentioning that part of it is not only showing the thing, but the way you can explain that you specifically do it. Because like we were saying, anyone can get a drone, right? But the way you're going to use it for them, the way you're going to leverage it, the way you're going to do it, if you can sell that picture to them, that's going to make such a big impact. So, look at your track record. Right? Look at your track record. If you can pull a stat about, you sell more homes in this area, or you sell them faster, or more expensive, or whatever it is, fantastic. If you don't have a stat like that in your track record, start thinking, what can I say? What is part of my experience? What can I do? What can I provide? Right?
Exactly. And if you're working with a buyer, you can tell some stories about how you able to get an offer accepted for your buyer when the listing had 10 offers. I mean, how strategic are you? You see, it's not only about your marketing, it's not only about your track record, but about how strategic are you? How smart are you? What energy, you bring to the table? Do you have a team? So everything you have, you reframe that into a big asset, right?
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. I think that really kind of boils it down, right? With how do you stand out is how you show the value in what you're doing, right? It's how you say, look, here's the stuff that I'm going to do. Here's why it's important to you. And here's why it's a no-brainer for you to work with me because I'm going to do all this stuff for you, right? So you just got to have that energy, have that knowledge, have that expertise, and make sure you think about it. How am I going to stand out, right? Don't show up and expect to stand out without knowing, what is your unique value proposition? What do you do differently?
Now, coach, let me say this to you because that's some gold. You see, whatever's going on, whatever situation you have, frame that on your benefit. So if you are a new agent and you only have a TC, you don't really have a team of staff, and you're competing with teams, you make part of your unique proposition, say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, John and Mary, when you list with me tonight, guess what? You're not getting a huge team with a lot of listings that you don't know who's going to be handling your home. I will be the one taking care of you personally and
offering
taking care of every aspect.
Service.
Yeah, first class service, white gloves, and I'll take care of everything for you. When you need anything and everything, I'm taking care of everything. So if you are one salesperson team, that's how you use. Now, if you're like me, after a while, very quickly, I build my team. You see, I use a different technique. And I would say, John and Mary, you probably notice how many teams out there, right? And you know what? A team always outperform an individual. And when you have me and you hire me today, you're going to have me in my team. Now, let me clarify this for you. I'm going to be helping you to the whole thing. My team is to provide you the first class service. So there's always someone to call. There's always someone showing homes. You never miss on a buyer, never miss on a lead, but I'm the one running the show. I'm the one making all decisions, supervising everybody. I'm not out there playing golf. I'm just like a doctor. When you call the doctor takes care of the most important things, right? The doctor's not picking up the phone, running around, trying to figure out. We have systems, we have structure, we have a team to help you with everything. And I am running the show. That's what you want, right? So again, whatever situation you are in, you make that into a value proposition. Are you following me, Coach? You know what I'm talking about?
I got you. Well, you know what? I think we crushed that one. So make sure you have your unique value proposition. Show up with confidence and sell it, baby. So let's go to the next question.
Practice that.
This question's a little different, but I think it's still going to be a really good one with some good conversation. So I'll just go ahead. It's a little longer. I'll go ahead and read the whole thing. So agents, what breaks you out of a funk? Here in my town, we only have 17 active properties in a town that normally has 600.
Wow.
Normally, I'm a very high producing agent, but most people I work with are first-time buyers that are now simply beaten out. How do you get your mojo back? I'm feeling defeated. So I thought this was a good one for us to talk about because, everyone has ups and downs, and sometimes you got your mojo and you have your momentum and you're feeling great. And sometimes you're feeling like things are against you. So what do you do in a situation where, you feel like you're out of momentum? How do you get back on track, Coach V? What are some suggestions?
Oh, I love this question. By the way, Coach, you know me. I could talk about this for a whole day because it's exactly what I love even more about everything, because it's mindset skills, right? It's managing your energy, managing your thoughts. And so let me say this to you guys right away. Are you ready to make some money? Are you ready actually to earn some money? Let me give you some money right now. The reason you are in funk because you are out of momentum. And the reason you are out of momentum is because you haven't put consistent action in the last months, 2-3 months in a row. Because see, the fastest way to get out of funkness, can I say the word funkness?
Get out of a funk.
Of your funk. See, I'm making up words. The fastest way to get out of funk is massive action. Massive action. And for you to keep the momentum, because what you need is momentum. Momentum will fix 95% of your problems, money problems, everything. So that's when people come to me when I'm coaching, Coach, my one-on-ones, my VIP. Oh, I'm kind of in a rut. I'm in a funk. I don't know if real estate's for me. I know immediately they are out of momentum. So or they had a breakdown or something happened and they never got out of it. They got into a hole. They don't know how to get out. Or they got into, the routine too. And now they're in the wrong path and they stop doing the things that moves the needle. So whatever you are, if there was before 600 homes for sale, you can go find the home. So you are probably sitting around waiting, wondering, hoping, and you probably have no consistent action. And if you do, it's not enough. So go get massive action. Go do your 15 conversations. Go do some door knock. Go drop some flyers. Go do some videos. Do some emails to your whole database. Get yourself a massive action. I will, if I were you, immediately today, I'll send out 30 texts. I'll make 20 calls. I'll do a video post on every social media, and I'll send a whole email to my whole database. I'll set up 2 open houses a week, and I will get 150 flyers and I'll go drop in some neighborhood. See, massive action. And you get momentum, you get activity. Does this make sense, Coach? Isn't it true?
Absolutely. And I feel like it's a great opportunity to, hey, if most of your clients are first-time buyers that are priced out,
oh yes,
this is a great chance for you to really focus on what can I do to become that top listing agent? How can I change that? What do I need to change in my messaging, in my social media? What do I need to change in who I'm talking to, who I'm going after, and how I'm doing it in order for me to say, hey, I love my buyers. I'm going to help buyers, but I need to get some listings.
Yeah. Come to my free training. I have to say, Coach, I have a free training coming up this May 13, 10 a.m. And I'm not selling me, I'm selling you and yourself. Listen, that's a great reason for you to level up your skills, improve your perspective, just like Coach Ivon said, and go expand your business. Look, again, if you're not having what you want, something got to change. Something has to change. So what do you need? Ask yourself, how come I don't have business? Oh, maybe I'm not taking action. Maybe I don't have action consistently, or maybe I don't have leads, or maybe I don't have, if you don't have appointments, it's because you don't have leads. If you don't have leads, it's why don't you have leads? It means you don't have systems. You don't have lead sources creating leads for you. So it's a whole nice, like a compound effect, isn't it, Coach?
Yeah, exactly. Right. And everything kind of is connected. And I think at the end of the day, if we had to boil this down to, the shortest possible answer, what do you do to get out of the funk? Exactly. Take massive action. I guarantee you that if you go out and you start having conversations and you start knocking on doors and you start doing open houses and you start reaching out to your database and you do it consistently, you don't do it for one day, not get immediate results and stop. If you go and do that consistently, you will have results. Exactly. You will have results, and those results are going to drive that feeling of in a funk, of not going anywhere, away. Because I think what happens to a lot of people, Coach V, is, they're doing things a certain way. Maybe the market pivots, maybe something changes, maybe for whatever reason, they get complacent and they do a little less. And then all of a sudden they're sitting around waiting to have the same result. But it doesn't work that way, right?
You got to consistently waiting, hope is not a strategy. So, Coach, when I tell my clients, when I'm coaching them one-on-one, sometimes they're in the funk, and they know, but when they knew, I say, funk is just a state of mind, because you are focusing on what you don't have, what is lacking, what's broke, and because, yes, you have no momentum. So it's a combination. So let me ask you this. If I call you right now and say, hey, I have 2 listings for you, 2 refer for you, they are motivated and they'll go whatever I want. And I told them to go with you. So you're getting 2 new listings. How much funk you're going to have? None. It's gone, because immediately you're excited. Immediately you're full of energy. Immediately you are knowing that you're going momentum because you just got 2 listings appointments. So again, you see, we control our emotion by where we focus on, by where we put our energy. So our attention. So go get a massive action right now. Go do your calls, go do some DMs, and then go work on your mindset, because it needs to have a shift, right, Coach?
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I think that's an awesome place to close it. There you go. Don't focus on what you don't have. Don't focus on what's not working. Focus on what you want to achieve, what you have to do to get there, and start doing it. Don't sit around thinking about it. Take that massive action. Massive
action. And by the way, Coach, before we finish, one of the things that really kill joy of people, is because, again, not only the being raw momentum, is they start comparing themselves and they start, just kind of feeding the beast of feeling down, bad. So no comparison, just take action. Action is what rules the world. Action is what creates momentum, business signatures, and brings energy. So go for a run, go for a walk, make some calls, go get the mentor to help you, get an accountability partner, and go do some door knocks, some open house. I mean, I love this guy. Just talking about getting action, I'm already feeling excited.
Nice. Well, thanks, Coach V, for another great round of answering questions. I really loved it. And if you guys loved it, and if you see the value here, subscribe to this channel. Make sure you guys are following these videos. Don't miss it. And share it with someone that you care about. Share it with someone that you think could benefit from this, because there's a lot of agents out there that need this advice, right? And need to hear, what can I do right now? So make sure you guys are following us. Make sure you guys are watching these. And hey, comment your questions. What do you guys want me to ask Coach V? I'm always open to see them.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I have a lot of my team leaders share this with the team. They watch together, because it's not so long, and we give you plenty energy, strategies, and tactics, and some great advice. So thank you for being here. We love you. We appreciate bringing you value every week, as many times as we can. So Coach Ivon, thank you for your insight and your brilliance.
Yeah, and thank you. We'll see you guys on the next Ask Coach V.
Yeah, sign up here to stay with us. So thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.